No. I'll do the song thing. Y'all can make up your own song. Okay. So let's start very superficial on the cat, right? From where we started, very beginning of class, right? We took the skin off. What was the name of this one? Cutaneous maximus or greater cutaneous. We took the skin off in the neck. The skin here had the muscle attached to it called the platysma. Okay. Then we separated the latissimus dorsi and pulled it back from all these pectorals. Then we separated out your pectoral muscles, and this one was called the xiphi humerellus. This one right here that we had to bisect later was called the pectoralis minor. This one right up on top was called the pectoralis major. And this one going from pectorals to the forearm was called pecto antebrachialis. And you could see one of the deltoids sitting right up here called the clavobrachialis or clavodeltoid. Okay? That was pretty much the first day. The second day we started working on abdominals. So we worked on your external oblique. We worked on the rectus abdominis, this band that's going to go all the way up and all the way up under here. Okay. We worked on the internal oblique, which is this one right here. And then we worked on the transversus abdominis. Okay. Then what we did was we worked on a block of muscles in the neck. And so what we worked on, we had to skin both sides of the neck. And so when we skinned both sides of the neck, we saw some things we had to preserve for later that aren't on your test. Your parotid gland, your sublingual gland, your submaxillary submandibular gland, your lymph nodes, anterior facial vein, posterior facial vein, transverse jugular vein, and external jugular. So you guys just try to preserve those as best you can. And we're going to do them on the next test. Okay? And we found up under the jaw the digastric muscle. We found the mylohyoid. So the digastric's a V, mylohyoid's going like this. We found up under the mylohyoid one that goes straight up and down called geniohyoid. We went below the hyoid and we found, and my cat's not the best example because this one has been pretty badly severed when they injected it. The sternohyoid, going from the sternum to the hyoid, is a big long one. And then if you look laterally under the sternohyoid, you'll find the thyroid cartilage and thyroid muscle, thyroid gland, attached to cricoid cartilage. And you'll find two muscles that span the whole length of the sternohyoid. One only goes up to that thyroid cartilage, sternothyroid. Okay? And then one goes along the edge of the thyroid cartilage up to the hyoid, and that's the thyrohyoid. Yeah, right there. Okay? We'll pat those back into place. There was another muscle that we found attached to the sternum, and that was the sternomastoid. Went to the mastoid process. And the sternomastoid was very close to the clavotrapezius. So we actually had to separate those to get to the clidomastoid. All right? We didn't do that one that way. We actually did it on the third day, but we're going to go ahead and find the clidomastoid now because we're right in that area. It's a deep muscle. Goes from the clavicle, you guys all see, up to the mastoid process. This one. So after you tape it, can you let other students see? Okay, so it's this deep one running up in here. Can everybody see?